Welcome back, everybody. Lancescurv here. There's a short little topic I want to speak about today, and it involves social media, which I talk a lot about social media because I'm on social media a lot. Now, with social media, there's so many different ways of looking at it. So many people demonize it, so many people praise it, so many people reject it, so many people embrace it without any filter, and they absorb everything that they can absorb. And I've seen it from many different perspectives, and it's not looking good. It's not looking good. To me, if you ask me really, and I've said this many years ago, and people thought I was crazy. Number one, this is a way to get your personal information, but for what? They're gonna come after most of us who don't fit into the groupthink or mass herded way they want the masses of people to think for control. I'm not sure if you received this forwarded video, and there have been several videos done on this, and I'm going to put the link below to one of them, whereby I think they said the 16th of December. I'm not sure, but there's a certain date that you have only but so much time that if you have a Gmail account, you have so much time to opt out, to the fact that if you don't opt out, and they make it difficult to do so, that they will be able to go, and AI will be allowed to comb through all of your emails, all of your attachments, all of your direct messages that are private, everything, your total fingerprint. And why? Why are they collecting this information? Well, isn't it obvious that there's something else coming down the pike, that they want to have your information to know every single thing about you? It's one thing to get pulled over by the police and they ask for your license and your registration. Okay. You know, probable cause, and went through a light, or your rear light is busted, or you're driving all over the road, they have suspicion that you might be intoxicated. But to go into your private communications, I mean, ever since, not like we're just skimming the top, no, but they shouldn't have the ability to do this anyway. But then again, why shouldn't they? Because we don't own these platforms. We don't own these platforms, and they can use it for whatever they want to use it for. You know the reason why we had to wear the mask 5 years ago, right? Around about 5 years ago. Well, that was, how could I say it? That was a test run on control. Because where is it now, right? Something that powerful, I don't want to say too much and get this video taken down, but something that so-called powerful, that across the world, and we had to, where is it now? There's something else coming. Not to fearmonger anybody, but they're going to get all the information they can out of us, know our whereabouts, know how we think, know things we've said before. It goes beyond just knowing. It goes beyond just control. It's like they want to have our soul. And this is why I really feel that cyberspace, the creation of cyberspace and the internet, coupled with social media that was so entertaining, so engaging, and still is, it's a noose that we're putting around our own neck. But we didn't realize it was a noose. And our very attention spans have been reduced. When they came out with, and Instagram has it, Twitter has all kind of forms of content, but YouTube, short form content, why? They want to reduce the attention span of people. People are not reading books anymore. A lot are, but these next generations coming up, they're glued to the phone, and if it's not stimulating them under the first few seconds, they scroll, you scroll, you scroll. So how can you sit down and watch a documentary? How can you sit down and want to read a book that's not moving for you and talking to you. You have to sit there and read the book. You have to know the words and put it through your head. How many people, like back in the day, when I would read a book when I was much younger and it was a word that I didn't know, I'd have my dictionary right there and I taught myself and I absorbed it. With a book, there's no blue screen. With the phone, it is. That's why you find it so hard to fall asleep. And it's always the next one. Well, let me look at one more. Let me look at one more. And something else pops up and you fall asleep with the phone. But now, our every footprint of everything, it's almost like what they would call Judgment Day, where your life is flashed in front of you every moment, every second, that's a long line in Judgment Day if that's the case. And we know that that's not the way it's going to go. But if they can scan AI, which I will say is a demonic force, where did this thing come from? Most of us don't understand the power of this thing. Yes, Satan has power. Satan is more powerful than you and me. That's why we have to trust in the Creator to protect us. And that's why we have to move in a way to reduce our exposure to things that can do us bad, destroy us, knock us off, kill us. Because we're being set up, our minds are being turned into vegetables, mush. We're not thinking. There's more control and there's more about us. I mean, imagine, come on now. You have a significant other and you're talking some love talk and you reveal things that you like. You're sharing your deepest, darkest. And I'm not saying darkest like it's bad, but this is going to be public. I'm not saying AI is going to plaster it out somewhere, but they will know. You're telling these demons your weak points. You're telling these demons how your mind thinks, and it's learning from us. This thing is not human, but it's learning from us. Haven't you heard when they say, well, AI wants to train using your content? And we don't really have content anymore, meaningful. It's really being reduced, but most of us don't realize it because it's very stimulating. Like what? Well, now a content creator who makes original content to engage people, and there's different types of content. We're speaking about different things in the world. It's real live human beings speaking. Now AI can reconstruct my face, my voice, how I think, and create stuff without me. It doesn't need me anymore, right? So with the AI content, you don't know what you're looking at now. You can speak a prompt into a program and it will make a movie for you with a voice, and you can describe everything you want and it will present it. That's why it's going to hurt Hollywood now, because, and I'm not taking it for Hollywood either, because Hollywood is evil. But the movie industry, you're not going to need so much for production anymore. It's going to wipe that out. It's going to take jobs. We know that. It's going to change the world, and it's going to have us captive, because everything that we are, it will know. There will be no privacy. Matter of fact, you have no privacy already. From 911 and the Patriot Act. Am I saying the word right? Some words, sometimes we have funny ways we say words, but you know what I'm talking about. So now we have this thing that can go and scan things so quick. It's not like a human being going through papers, looking through things. So this thing, what is it? It's not a computer. Like I said, I'm going to say it now. I didn't even mean to say all this stuff. I didn't even think I was going to be out here this long, because this was going to be a short one because I'm on my way out. But to me, this is what it is. The so-called leaders of this world, and we're not talking about people that you know their faces, the presidents and kings and queens. No, behind that, the ones who don't want to be known, they were approached by entities from another dimension. Yes, it sounds crazy, and I'm going to risk sounding like a nut. But the more and more the years go by, the more, nothing else can really explain this other than this. Somehow, one side approached the other, and these demonic forces offered this technology that Earth earthlings, humans couldn't get in thousands of years. It's too advanced. In exchange for, well, you have this technology, you can control your people more, right? But if you let us introduce this technology into the world, we can have the human experience, we can learn everything about humans, they want to inhabit us, they want to possess us, they want to be us, they want to be in our bodies and have sex, they want to be in our bodies and taste food, they want to be in our bodies and know what it's like to exert themselves and fall asleep and wake up. The things that we experience, these things can't. They want the human experience. So they're going to copy us, they're going to study us, they're going to give us stuff to make things easier. That we can ask AI to write something for us or ask AI to do an illustration for us. Well, we don't need artists anymore, I guess. AI can do everything, right? You have AI porn out now. So you fellas with that big jar of lubricant in the middle of the night behind a locked door, what are you doing? AI is looking at you and learning you by the things you desire, the things you search. When you talk and they watch you through your camera, they're taking their time and lifting our imprint as human beings, and they want to steal it. It was looked at as a gift, social media, the ability to send messages and pictures and videos. We got hooked. The main thing now is, how are you going to disengage from this thing? Because this thing is poison. I'm preparing myself to disengage from this severely. There'll be one or two platforms that are not popular with the world that I'll be on. In the process of, well, I won't say what my plans are, and you got to understand why. You can't make everybody know your next move. But I got some things to counteract that, and I am going to go underground. And if you want to see the content I create, you have to come to me. But it won't be out there. I probably won't even be on YouTube. You see, Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. I'm probably going to shut those down soon. But I'll be places where you can see the same content every day. But I'm thinking long term. Most people are not thinking that. And again, like I was beginning to say about content, it's not even, you don't see it maybe the way I do, but you have these AI platforms on YouTube that will put out 50, 60, 100 videos a day, taken from other creators and put out there, repurposed like a short. Or you have programs out there that a creator can take and rip so many videos off of one video or several videos, insert their face, and they're sitting there looking at the video as it plays. You're watching it, and all they're doing is nodding their head and saying, man, that was crazy, wasn't it, man? What do you think? Put in the comment section what you think about what you just saw. That's somebody else's content. And YouTube allows this to go viral and go out there. But when you're speaking something real, no. Especially something they don't want you to talk about. They push the right-wing supremacist content. So if you're black and you go against your own people, you're all right? There's a lot of things in categories that are pushed, but the mindless stuff, people hitting people in the face with cakes in a supermarket unexpected, and it plays for 20 seconds. Mindless stuff that keeps you glued and you scroll to the next one. And you have the AI content where you have the big black woman who may be extremely obese and she steps in the restaurant and falls to the floor. That's not real. It looks real. But it's desensitizing our mind away from each other. We're not even having human contact anymore. And they talk about 2030. I think 2030 is a projected date where they say things are going to really, where all hell's going to break loose. But I think they pushed it back, and it's going to be sooner than that. You know, if somebody tells you they're going to come to your house at 12 midnight and smash all your windows, well, 9 o'clock, you're relaxing. It might be 9:30, they come to go smash out your windows. Now, who's going to tell you that, right? Keep your eyes open. Keep your neck on a swivel. Keep your mind open and realize that everything that appears to be good may not be good. The children and the youngsters, they're coming up in this thing. They know nothing different. That's what I'm concerned about. What will the world be with a generation of people who are fitting into the system already? They're controlled already. They're not questioning. Some are. The school system, the indoctrination, that so-called smartphone that makes you dumb. Ain't nothing smart about it. I see it, but we're gonna have to get ready to get off of the main platforms of social media. They're doing it already. Don't listen to me. They're gonna be lifting all your stuff, everything about you, everything. And they can create an image that looks like you. What's to say they don't show me robbing a bank? And they have my voice, they have my face. Man, Scurv robbed the bank, man. And he punched that old lady in the face when he was running out. Man, I'm disappointed in him, not knowing that's something fake. It's scary. I mean, keep your receipts wherever you go. I went to the bank yesterday and, you know, receipts for stuff in the stores, keep them for a while. Put them in a box and keep them so you can prove that you were somewhere at a particular time and place. Folks can't say I did something in America because I haven't been in America in 5 years and 3 months at the time of this recording. Watch your time, watch your back, watch who's around you. But really, as private as you may act in the outside world, your computer and your phone that you're spilling this information to is the biggest threat to your life. Because could you imagine everything that you ever communicated online is being played back to you and you can't deny it? Is this what you want? Just watch the content you watch and absorb. Who made it? Where is it coming from? Is it trying to dumb you down? Is it fake news and false information or something to get you emotional? So much. I have to talk more about this because this was just a brief thing I wanted to say, but there's so many more points, and I'm going to put down at least 10 points of things I want to open your eyes to that I see, because I've been online. Coming in a few months, it'll be, another 2 months. I've been online for 25 years as a content creator. Most of my stuff was taken away. That's okay, because I'm still here, and I'm much smarter. And I'll say I am untouchable now. I'm not going to say how, as far as my content is concerned. And I know how they operate, and then they get me that way. And you got to be careful. So much, your finances, everything. This digital currency and taking away cash. You don't know how handcuffed we're going to be if you allow it. But you have to be ready to leave this system. And many people are so hooked or so convinced that they can't live without it. I can. I can live without the internet. Give me a piece of paper and a pencil and I can draw some nice pictures. I'm good. I can write. I get old-fashioned typewriter and type. I'm good. I'm old school. I can let this go. I love what I do, but I can let it go. And I will let it go. And I am letting it go according to my plan. But I want you all to get ready, because this thing has permeated every part of our life, and many of us are not going to want to leave the conveniences and be inconvenienced. And this is 2026 coming, and all this stuff in our mind. Trust me, it makes me see how the internet and social media has altered our perception of time, because really, look at the year it is. It was just the other day, 2015, 2005. Ever since social media came into our lives as much as it has, maybe me more so than you or you more so than me, time, the feeling of time, it's different. It moves so fast. Our perception, because our minds are locked into this thing and we're not aware of what's going on the outside. That's why I have to spend time in nature every day. Every day. Look around me. This is every day. I don't need a vacation to get this. I'm away from the masses until I want to dip down and take care of business. And even then, I don't even want to go. I gotta go now. I don't want to go. I'm gonna stay home, right? That's where my mind is. I'll create from here. I still socialize to a point with my inner circle, my family here on social media, the real people, right? Anyway, I'm gonna go. My mind is so out there right now. There's so many things going across my mind. I have no time to talk about stupid, foolish things. It's human nature and the deep things that we need to speak about. I like to have fun too, but I just hope my people keep their eyes open and stay awake, right? That's the only way. And still, this system is designed to come at us and hijack our lives, take our lives for their benefit. But this spiritual warfare is not just technology. And it's evil. I can't say that enough. Anyway, salute to my brothers. Much love to my sisters. Lancescurv out. I will talk to you later on. When I come back in, I'm going to do some more content. When I come back in, it'll be dark, so it won't be out in the sun. Anyway, thank you for your time. I truly appreciate you as always. Peace.